What's up, guys? It's Neil, the Barbarian Dad. How are y'all doing? It's good to talk to y'all again. Been off for a little bit with the holidays and whatnot, but coming back to you guys towards the end of the year with some encouragement and some ideas about how to better manage your property and the tools that you need to do that. So over the past month and a half, I've gotten a couple new tools that I've been doing the jobs of manually for years. And I'm getting a little older. I'm not old or anything, but there's only so much that one man can do. You have a job, you have family, you have hobbies, you have things you want to do. So there's only so much time in the day. And so what I found having 10 acres is that a lot of my time doing manual things, chopping wood, for instance, or moving debris, all those kind of things, take a long time for me to get done manually, right? And I can't always go out and hire somebody. Either there's not somebody to do it. I don't trust the people that to hire them and have them come out and use my equipment or go out there and haul things, or or it just takes me a long time, and I just may not have the time to do that because of other things coming up, or other things going on in my life. So this year, after many years of splitting wood by hand, I finally got a wood splitter. And I'm going to tell you that my productivity went through the roof on splitting wood. So I had a lot of energy. You still got to cut down the trees. You still got to cut them up, with the chainsaw. But my goodness, splitting wood has gone from getting less than a half cord from a day from cutting, I'll say like 6-7 hours of splitting, to being able to do a cord in like an hour and a half. And that's fantastic. So I was kind of debating, because the splitting machine was hard to find. One, I could only find one in my area, and two, it was expensive. It was like $1,450 after taxes. But getting a cord of wood delivered is about $225, $250. And so if you're looking at burning 4 or 5 cords a year, like I try to do to keep my family warm, it ends up costing me $500 to have a couple cords out anyway, and $500 delivered twice. Even if I were able to get 1 or 2 cords done myself, I'm still spending $500. So at the end of the day, I've saved myself money in the long run, because I burn it in a buck stove. Save myself money in the long run by getting this. It has increased my life quality, because I've been able to not be sore and tired and not have a whole lot to show for my work. And now I have a huge stack of wood, and I'll try to get a picture up here on this video for you, that I was able to do in just a couple of sessions. If you look at the picture that's on the screen, it'll show you the wood that's stacked up in the back, and those metal things. Those were done by hand, and that was all black walnut. It was killing me. Have some kind of disease out here killing black walnut, and I've got more than I can handle. So got the splitter, and it's saving me not only my strength and energy, but my time. So I'm able to get up early and knock that out, and I can have the rest of my day to go do things. And as my brother and I were talking, time is the most valuable asset that you have. Okay, and so time to spend time with your kids, time to go do other things, it's just absolutely been amazing. So, if you are burning wood, I know it's a big investment. It was for me, but getting that wood splitter was one of the most valuable things I've ever done in my life. I cannot praise a wood splitter as much as I cannot praise a wood splitter higher. Okay, and I just got like a Champion brand. It's not the best, it's like a Chinese engine or whatever, but I mean, it's just hydraulics, right? So if that engine goes out and I can't get it fixed, I can throw another engine on there. The hydraulics is really, what I'm concerned about, and that wedge. So that's exciting for me, and that will pay for itself, after 6 cords of wood being cut, and so that's fantastic, and it's already again saved me time this year. So. And that then lends me an opportunity to sell a little wood. I may not go sell wood full time, but if I can get $225 a couple times a year to offset some cost and time, and it takes me a half day to cut it, I mean, it's not bad. So I'm gonna try to do that, just as maybe a little side, not just, maybe a side hustle, maybe just something to help people out or whatever. But it sure is helping me out. So that's a big money save. 6 cords, it's a win, and if a cord gets sold, cord gets sold, and that'll just help me get back to positive numbers quicker. So good deal. The next thing that I did, and I wasn't planning on doing this, but I ended up buying a tractor last week. So it was actually, I guess, Christmas Eve, day before Christmas Eve or something like that. Maybe it was Christmas Eve. Anyway, it was the day we were off. So went out and bought a tractor. And why did I do that? I didn't really have the money to go out and buy a tractor full out. I was kind of nervous about buying a used tractor. I didn't want to buy a tractor without a bucket. And I was trying to figure things out. Well, right now, Kubota has a deal where it's 0% down, 0% financing for 5 years. And you can wrap your implements up in that. And I said, well, I can probably make this work. I can probably keep my payment, at a range I can afford. But I actually qualified to get that for 7 years. I got that for 84 months. And so my payment's pretty low. Now, I'm not a big fan of debt, but if you're looking at how inflation is going through rampantly right now, and I know that tractor prices are going to increase. I talked to the lady, the finance lady up there, the sales guy, and they said, yeah, big price increases are coming. And so you look at the price of equipment going up. Kubota is like the Toyota of tractors. It's a fantastic tractor. And the fact that I could wrap implements up into that and increase my productivity, I thought, man, there's just no way I shouldn't do this. And I don't, really have any other debt other than my house, right? So I think that this is a good place to invest, right? So it's not just a something to go out and buy, right? To have more debt on. I'm not paying any interest on that. I'm going to be paying it with inflated dollars, and I got it for forever, right? For like 7 years of that. And Kubota tractors last for forever, right? So I feel like I'm really investing in a piece of equipment that will not only help me to be more productive, but also have a good place to put my money, because they're locked into that rate just like I am. So that's kind of a two-edged sword for them, and that might be something that's worth it for you. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and go buy a tractor, but I am telling you that I think it's a good investment. Now, if you don't have anything to do with it, then it's probably not. But I was able to get a bush hog, and that's going to help me around the property, keep it cleaner and keep some brush down that I've been having trouble with my mower, that you're not really supposed to use it for. I've been beating up my other equipment. I was able to get a tiller to help me with bigger gardens. Now, I'm a big fan of doing as much no-till as possible, but at the end of the day, things happen, right? And my wife likes corn, and so I'm not playing corn for her. I'm not going to eat it, but or very much of it, but it's going to be there. So I might as well be able to produce more. So I like the idea of having a tiller and being able to have a bigger garden when I need to, and be able to flex that up, because at the end of the day, you got to break the ground. So got that. I got an auger where I can start building my own fences, so I can start considering about how I want to keep livestock. Been thinking about doing cows for a while, getting a couple running on my property, but I think that they would be harder to deal with than I really want to deal with, and I can't have as many. So I'm leaning towards sheep, as I have a big yard, and that would help me do less mowing and get meat out of my grass. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking. But again, everything's expensive. It's hard to find people. So if I've got the auger, I can dig the holes on my own time and start building my fencing sections. So that's what I'm thinking about doing there. And then I was also able to get a bucket. And I will tell you what, a tractor with a bucket is amazing. After I got my tractor delivered, I just jumped on it just to kind of mess around with it, to test it out. Took my boys for a ride on it. And playing with my boys, I was able to get some items done that would still not be done, that I've been trying 3 years to get completely finished. I had a rotten tree, a tree that I'd cut down that needed to be moved to the burn pile, and then the rotten parts to be kind of just shoved to the side. Got that done. Been trying, like I said, I've been trying to do that for 3 years. I've been doing just little pieces when I had time. It's taken me a ton of effort, right? And I had to drag giant pieces of that tree away to the burn pile, and it's just wears you out, right? Even dragging them with a 4-wheeler was taking a lot of time. Got it done in like 15 minutes. It was wonderful. I had a secondary brush pile that I consolidated with my main burn pile. I got my main burn pile compacted, so it's going to be a better burn and not be so unruly. And so I got double the material on that. I was able to get a bunch of wood from across the property that I cut down a tree with and I cut down a tree, had some big pieces of wood that I've been doing, just manually putting into a gorilla cart, which by the way is another piece of equipment I'll tell you about. But having to pull that with my 4-wheeler and go back and forth and not really getting everything that I wanted to do, getting all the stuff that I wanted in one load, and picked all that stuff up with a bucket, brought it up to the house. I'm going to split that, some more of that heavy black walnut. So that's been fantastic. And those are just a couple things I did within a couple of hours, and again, playing with my kids, letting them drive it and letting them hit the dumper and doing all that. Oh yeah, I had a limb down that I had to get up that had been down last year's ice storm or snowstorm. Got that up. That was great. So I've got a ton of stuff to do with the tractor around my property, and it has already seen benefits, just in playing around with it for a couple hours. So it just goes to show you, like, buying good quality equipment that can help speed up your productivity, make your quality of life better, as long as you can afford it, is a big win for you. It's going to save your time, it's going to save your body, it's going to save your mental stress, and it's going to allow you to do other things. Having a tractor, having a wood splitter, having these items that you may not want to purchase because of their cost, but it's like hiring a man or 10 and not having to feed them, right? Yeah, you got to put in oil and you got to put in diesel and oil, change the oil. So, having equipment does require some work, right? But the amount of benefit that it gives you back is just incredible. And, this coming from a guy that moved from the city, and came out and started working on property. Now, my grandparents had a farm. I'd driven a tractor before. I've driven some other heavy equipment before, not really professionally, but learned how to do it. And, but I just hadn't been able to really afford it. Hadn't really wanted to pay interest on it. But this opportunity came up. So all I can tell you is, after kind of messing around with it for a little bit, this for me has been a big win, and I'm excited to get a lot of projects done. It's really invigorated me to go get some projects done, because I feel like now my efforts I can work hard and smart at the same time, right? And that's something that I've been working hard, but haven't always been able to work smart. So that's exciting for me. Another little item that I've gotten has been a gorilla cart. I already mentioned that earlier. The gorilla carts are pretty cool. They're tough, and they allow you to haul a lot of crap for around your property. They've got a cool little dump bucket, and I'll show you a picture of that too. And I've been using that to transport wood, as already kind of mentioned. When I'm going to cut down a tree and split it, I've been pulling the loads back and forth, which has been helpful on days where I couldn't get my trailer down there, or in areas I couldn't get my trailer to do a bigger load. I bring wood from a wood pile into my garage, and one load of that will burn for a complete day. Keep my wood stove burning for an entire day, 24-hour cycle, maybe a little bit longer. So, that's pretty fantastic. Bring that in, and I'm done getting wood from the pile for a whole day. So that's great. Hauling dirt, hauling brush. Again, it's been a great thing, because it's got a dumper. It's an easy dump situation. It's got a great easy big handle that you can pull. It's got like a grip on it, so it doesn't wear on your hand, and you can flip that grip around and attach that back to a trailer hitch on your 4-wheeler, or whatever, side by side, or whatever you have on your property, and you've got an extra little bucket pulling behind you. It's almost like a little trailer, just a small mini trailer, a little yard trailer. So those things have been fantastic, and I've got that gorilla cart probably 3 months ago, and I've loved every bit of it. It's like having a better wheelbarrow, like a wheelbarrow with 4 wheels that you can pump out. I love the thing, so can't talk highly enough about that. So again, having these tools has just been very helpful for me. In my experience in having a bigger, not a big property. It is to me, but it's not a huge property, right? But it's still a lot of work. And so if you're going to have a property and you're going to do stuff on it, I mean, if you're just going to cut the grass, I don't think you really need it. But if you're going to, live a lifestyle where you're trying to provide a lot for yourself, provide a little bit of your own energy and heat, provide some of your own food, build your own fences, do those kind of things, maybe dig holes for your trees that you're going to plant, those kind of things, which I'm, always trying to do. I don't think that there is a substitute for having a good tractor and considering some tools that maybe cost a little bit more, but work for you. So like that gorilla cart, I think it was like 150 to 200 bucks, and you can go get you a wheelbarrow over at Home Depot for 70, 80 bucks. And I have an old wheelbarrow that's lasted me a long time. It's been great, but wheelbarrow is a lot of effort. It's one wheel and you're pushing it through, maybe some soggy ground or whatever. And that gorilla cart, just tug it along, man. It's great. And again, if it's something that's heavy, you can just throw it in your, attach it to a four-wheeler or a side-by-side or whatever, if you can do that, or even your car, if you got a little hitch on your car. If that's all you got, you can make it work. So, I would just encourage you to look at your situation and look at where you plan on being. I don't plan to leave my little homestead, but you never know. If I ever get 50 acres somewhere else as a running, or 100 acres as a fun property to go to, a hunting property to go to, well then, I've got a tractor, right? And I can go work on the road there and maintain that and cut trails and do all that kind of stuff with the equipment that I've got. If I don't and I just stay here, then I'm able to keep care of my property better and save my time. If I move, I will probably move to a similar or bigger piece of property, unless I find a piece of property that's square up against like a state park and it's like 5 acres or something like that, but my backyard is a state park. I'll probably go bigger if I ever move. So that being said, I will already have the equipment that I need when I go there. I didn't get a huge tractor. I got somewhere in between basically a souped up lawnmower and that first level of tractor. I guess a first level tractor. There's a B series. There's a BX B series that there's a BX, there's a B that Kubota has. Then there's the L series, and in between that is the LX, and that's what I got. It's that first level of L series tractor. It's a little smaller than the L, but I was able to get more lift power out of the bucket than the L series was rated for, and so it's a little smaller, so it's not quite as heavy, but I haven't had any issues so far doing what I need to do. So anyway, I hope that's kind of giving you some thoughts on equipment that you can use, a couple things that have helped me, but these are the benefits. Saving yourself time, giving yourself time back, saving yourself money in the long run, and even earning you some money. Because again, with that tractor, not only is my time and my effort saved, but if I need to, I can go bush hog somebody's yard, right, for money. I can go and dig post holes and start building a fence for money. I can go till somebody's garden if they need it as a favor to my neighbor. I can go get some goodwill, right? I can go help my neighbors out with that. I can go clear something up if I need to around, and again, be goodwill to my neighbors. I can go help people out, but I can also earn money with that if I need to. So a good tool to have, a great tool to have. All right. No, I haven't been around as much. Sorry about that. Just again, holidays. So check me out on Float. Float's getting ready to put out their version 1. And remember, that's a free speech platform. So when you say something that YouTube or Facebook or Instagram doesn't like, they're not going to, they take you down for it. Float doesn't do that. You can say whatever you want. It's free speech. And, even if you're disagreed with, they'll keep you up. So that's pretty cool. So check them out. I'm on MeWe. I haven't been posting as much on there. I like Float's platform better, and I don't get as much action off MeWe as I get off of Float. So anyway, but I just like Float better. So check that out. So I am on Instagram, so you can check out the cool stuff that I do when I do a video, kind of make a video out of it. So check that out. And I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a great day and stay tuned.